Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Dungeons. Alright, 2 bosses down, only 1 remains. There is no more undead, no more bull before us, only Calypso. But unfortunately we'll still have to go through missions before we get to her. At which point she's still our boss. Now again, I would have really liked if defeating the zombie king or Minos had any tangible benefit beyond progressing the story. Just some feeling that actually we are now a boss over them, rather than just another dungeon master, because now of course we have to take orders from Calypso, even if we don't want to. And we do want to, but that's not the point. We are actively working against her interest. And she is probably actively trying to keep us from pursuing our interests. So the animosity between the two parties really should be more clear in this case. And I'm not entirely sure that's being brought across. In any case, here we have Snowdrop. I'm not entirely sure which one of these figurines it is. It's just not important also. But the game tries to get the running joke going that we completely forget about Marthas. Which is kind of impossible because he's pretty much in every mission from here on out. Anyway, the challenges. Well, we need to help Marthas defeat a hero. So, defeat him, Volbar against Dragon. We need to fulfill... we need to keep Marthas above 25% health at the end of the game. That's doable. Tricky, but doable. And suck up to the boss, we need to fulfill Calypso's quest and then convert the angel. Because, now that we have defeated the Minos, we move into a new tiled set of dungeon. With new heroes, but the same old chambers. Let's begin. Yeah, I kind of started to think that at this point the makers either were running out of ideas. They knew where they had to end, but they couldn't stop just yet.
Welcome to hell, Master. I love the smell of lava in the morning. A guy named Dante once sparked quite the inferno here, Master. Totally diabolical.
You're not good enough for those puns.
Already, or we're going to get sued. Master, our evil knight Marthas, whom you yourself recruited...
We know that!
...in a deadly battle with an obnoxious hero of light named Volbar. There they are, Master. Things aren't looking good for Marthas. You should put an end to that, so that the dark side of the Force may triumph. Master, I have some good news. You finally have access to sacrificial altars. These are a perfect addition to your prison.
The sacrificial altars. So basically these are like improved versions of the torture chairs and all that. They are useful. They help me get much more soul energy more quickly. In any case, let's make sure that we are properly leveled. We have 5 points to distribute. So let's make sure that we are at full health. And let's see, what talents do we want to enter? We already have critical strike. I was upgrading my health, I think. I already have the spell heal. Let's see, improved intelligence. Let's see. I could give the heroes more gold on that person. Well, that's not really immediately necessary. Let's see, invulnerability. Because improving the monsters and traps, well, it makes them cheaper. I'll go for the economical option. I've got to show that I'm Dutch some way. Anyway. Let's see, what do we need? We have got some dungeon material over here, a couple of half-baked libraries and a armory. Let's see, we've got paladins, necromancers and high priestesses coming. Mostly paladins by the looks of it, on that side, and on this side it's not active. Well, let's start digging this out then. This one is slightly more evenly distributed. It's completely evenly distributed. Yeah! Equally balanced. Let's see, this one spawns mostly assassins. So there's gonna be needing some traps on that side. Alright, well, for now... Oh, cannot mine granite, I wasn't trying to. Alright, looks like we got 2 paladins coming in here. Or 2 things coming in here. But there's a good chance of necromancers and high priestesses. Alright, I have access to the imp. Yes, you heard correctly, these comical little creatures are called imps. In spite of their wings, they unfortunately are quite unable to fly. They also cannot deny a certain similarity to monkeys. Does that mean they are somehow related to humans? Who knows? Before you can ask one of these beasties a question like that, it will unfortunately already have bitten your nose off. Yeah, well... yeah, I'm not gonna do any quests that require me to not collect gold. I also need to collect little gold bags that are hidden all over the map. That is fine. And let's see, I need to put down some traps. Alright, this is not part of my dungeon, alright. Then I'll make it part of my dungeon. And I also need to start digging towards Marthas.
Ah, there you are. I didn't think it would take you long to banish the Zombie King and mine us back to the levels above you again. But believe me, my precious, you won't get rid of me so fast. By the way, I have an exciting assignment for you, seeing as how you are my subjects.
Milady, that is extremely interesting, but at the moment we have more we have a few problems that need dealing with right here.
So you have problems? Well, that's certainly very interesting for someone who is interested in that kind of thing. I have put together a splendid itinerary that you shall travel for me.
An itinerary?
Yes, for tourists. Exactly, tourists. So off you go, off to the trip's first waypoint.
Let me do the talking, Mr. Sidekick. Alright, so... I need to get to these posts, which are hidden behind, well, walls. And that's quite a distance away. Alright, can't quite get more imps yet. And I'm out of population points anyway. Alright, let's go and have a look at what it is. Now, there are some heroes in here, that's not really important right now. Alright. Oh, oops. These heroes are quite powerful, but not that powerful, luckily.
Marthas has already received a few scratches. Oh, most horrible of monsters. I think he would be delighted with some help.
Yes, I know.
Wonderful, wonderful. However, that certainly took a while. Well, I guess once a man hits a certain age. There's our next stop. Shoo shoo.
I just think the whole thing isn't worthy of a powerful dungeon lord such as yourself, Master. You should carefully consider whether this is worth your trouble.
I get attribute points for it. Although admittedly, maybe the game makers did think of that. Let's see. No, Malthus is still fine. He's technically, he will always lose unless he gets help. That's important to keep in mind. Alright, so I need to go here. Luckily I'm still super fast. And here come the first heroes.
Master, this hero has an extremely perverse need to heal others. So much goodwill makes my toenails curl. In combination with one or two melee fighters, this hero is very powerful indeed. Keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
You reached the second stop, sweetie. Excellent. There's the next stop on your trip. Go, go, go! Get moving!
Master, maybe you should just ignore this useless time-wasting task.
I should. Perhaps. But I certainly don't care to hear that from you, Mr. Sidekick.
Master, that insidious Volbar has summoned a fire angel. It would seem he's afraid to face Marthas alone. You should hurry to the rescue.
And you should stop interrupting me. Because that's quite annoying. I mean, I get that they want to put on pressure and all that, but... for crying out loud.
Master, a champion just entered your dungeon.
Yeah, well, just tell him to put it in the hallway and I'll deal with that later.
I don't mean to disturb you, but you're under attack.
Right.
For the power of darkness. To arms!
Master, the fire angel burns no more. I noticed that he was controlled from somewhere outside. This column seems to have cast a spell on him. If you are willing to spend a lot of soul energy, he will fight for you for a while. Well, unless he dies first, of course. However, the column is close to an entrance. Be very careful, Master.
Hey, that's not fair. Well, I'm just gonna heal the heart then. And I was busy getting to this point. To this point.
Take that, Bind. And you take that! Ouch. Hey, that hurt.
Did you just say find rather than fiend? I mean, I get that finding proper voice actors sometimes is difficult, but you know, that just hurts on a personal level.
Those sneaky do-gooders are attacking the dungeon heart.
Yeah, well, tell them to not do that anymore then. It's a good thing that the Dungeon Lord is ultra fast. Stop making double paths, please. Right, I'll go deal with the dungeon for a bit while you start digging. Also, I probably should put the invulnerability spells somewhere in the thing. Where is it?
I don't mean to disturb you, but you're under attack.
No, too late for that. Alright, I didn't take invulnerability, darn. Starting to get confused with my own plans. That's not according to plan. Now, where to put a dungeon? I suppose here will do fine.
Why, you're still here, sweetie. I'm thrilled. Normally, you used to be so stubborn. There's the last stop on your itinerary. Well, get moving, otherwise I might turn nasty.
Master, do you really want to let her run you around like this?
Of course, I need to lull her into a true sense of security. Just kinda wish I didn't have to do it blind like this.
That worm Marthas can't do it without you, O Lord of Terror. You should help him. Soon.
Yeah, he can wait. He's not that far behind on health. Alright. So there is a soft spot in the in this here somewhere. Alright. Just get me some basic dungeon stuff. Well, I don't remember these summon minion and this stun
Those
stomp.
sneaky do-gooders are attacking the dungeon heart.
It's possible those were the rewards I was getting from defeating Minos and the king and all that. But if that is the case, then A, you need to tell me that I actually got those abilities, and 2, make them upgradable in some way, because if they're level 0 as stated here, that's just pointless. Oh well, might as well add them to the list. Well, the stun stomp probably useful. Don't tell me all my minions are busy. I mean, by now that thing must be dug.
Master, the dungeon heart is under attack.
Die, lowly creature.
What do you
there's the
mean,
angel
lowly
again.
creature? I'm as human as you are.
Good point. Die, you man, you.
A champion has entered your dungeon, Master.
That delivery is just simply not hammy enough. In any case, that's the end of this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.